Welcome back to this Rift Let's Play. You're Sambo, Seraphis, and joining us as always with his nipples hanging out, full high beam. I haven't heard that term for ages actually. I don't know where that came from. High beams, there you go. Is Tallahassee. How are you, my friend? That was terrible.
I'm just trying to get over how outdated all your sayings are.
What, high beams? Is that something
so
that's...
old.
Is it? Is it really? Oh dear, okay, I'm showing my age now. That's definitely something we used to use. Of course, when it was cold or something like that. It could be male or female. I'm not being, I'm not saying it's one or the other. But anyway, yes, difficult,
And Sambo, also, look, we're both, older people. We're allowed to say tits. It's okay.
Well, I'm certainly not going to go around saying that your tits are hanging out because that would just sound wrong. But anyway, nice to see you and your nipples again. Actually, that sounds wrong anyway. I think I'm stuffed whatever I say. Let's bring back Jack. Come on, Jack. Where are you? That was good timing. I'm summoning my skeletal horror just as we get attacked. Oh, it's not Jack. Hey.
Slim.
It's Slim. You know, I keep renaming him all the time. I keep forgetting. Of course, the best name ever was Keith Richards, which, of course, who named... Now, someone else in the guild named him that. I think it was...
I think it was his.
Was it? I can't remember. It was very funny. I like that. Anyhow, folks, welcome back to our Let's Play this episode. And of course, you'll remember from the last episode we finished off here in the Darkening Deeps, this wonderful area, fantastic looking with this immense water wheel up there in the background. What we're going to do today, I think, is we're just going to head down here, pick up one of these little poison quests that I picked up late, unfortunately. Then we're going to wander up the road here, hand in these other ones up the top, kill a couple of named mobs up there. And then I understand, Tallahassee, that you're probably going to drag us back to Sanctum for some shenanigans up there to check out what's happened in the latest patch, I think. Is that right? I think we've got some dailies or something that you want to show us there, some new dailies now that the other world event has finished.
Yeah, I don't know which way this guy wants to go, but we're heading the opposite direction, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so he's itching for some help, is he? Invite. Okay. Well, he can follow us. Hello, Vales. Where's he from? No, he's got no guild. He's guildless.
There to witness the awesome power of whatever this is.
And look at that, folks. And of course, if you didn't see the last episode, you probably don't know that over there, that glowing portal, is in fact the entrance to Darkening Deeps. And it's probably not that often that you get to see it because, of course, if you use the dungeon finder, just like most other games these days, you'll get instantly teleported straight there rather than actually having to get to it old school style. Oh, just like the old days, eh, Tallahassee? You must remember that. Remember, actually, you know what? Part of me, been meaning to say this actually, part of me kind of misses that whole, having to get a group together and then, a bunch of you actually having to traverse across the world to actually get to the entrance of the instance itself. Or at least, I mean, do you remember in the good old days of WoW having to use the summoning stones? Do you remember those?
Yep.
In fact, we were wandering around. I was wandering around in my WoW Let's Play the other day, and we came across one. I think it was in Black Fathom Deeps, which is funny, seeing as we're in Darkening Deeps here. But anyway, and I actually came across a soul stone, and I just had to say, of course, that gosh, it's been such a long time since I've even seen one, because of course, ever since these games have got dungeon finders that teleport you straight into the dungeon, the art of finding the entrance to a dungeon and summoning everyone there seems to be a lost one. I don't know about you, but I thought that half of the journey in the old days of running a dungeon was actually getting everyone to the entrance of it. I kind of miss that. What about you? Do you miss it, or are you glad it's gone? Because sometimes it was a bit painful.
I'm glad it's gone, but I'm also a little bit sad that it's gone.
Yeah, yeah. I think a lot of the players today kind of miss out on some of the...
What the hell is Slim doing?
Yeah, what is Slim doing? Oh, he's back there. Oh, God. I think some of the players today tend to miss out on some of the epic fun that used to be had in the old days of MMOs. And I'm not talking about the horrible stuff or the grindy stuff, just the sense of achievement you'd get by having to run somewhere or actually having to find your way somewhere, or part of the puzzle being finding where on earth you needed to be. Yes, it was a lot harder, and of course a lot harder on your personal time, which we have less and less of these days, but it was certainly no doubt that it was more epic in terms of, you know, traversing across the countryside and actually going, hey, I found what I needed to find. Definitely had that big sense of scale about it that you don't tend to get these days when you can sort of instant travel everywhere. But like you say, on the flip side of the same coin,
when it was actually like a hard thing to get to a specific location.
Yeah.
One that comes to remember was Razor Friend Crawl.
Oh.
Where you'd spend 20 minutes trying to get everyone into the damned instance because it was hidden inside a cave.
I remember that, and you used to have to navigate your way through the thorny bit at the very beginning, and of course as soon as you leapt in there and the leader of the party ran off ahead, you'd suddenly have the whole chat, the whole group chat filled with I'm lost, I'm sorry, I haven't been here before, etc, etc. I remember those days. But like you say, I mean,
yep.
These days we're so time poor, and I mean if it takes an hour to get somewhere, it's just an hour that people don't have these days, which is really sad, of course, unless it's on a weekend perhaps. Although having said that, you know, I was reading up the other day on a couple of guilds that are around, and you know what, for the life of me I can't remember their names, but they're kind of retro guilds, and they're not retro as in the painful stuff, but they'll do stuff like perhaps put themselves on a level 60 cap in WoW, for example, so they actually invoke that XP inhibitor once they get to level 60, so they can't level past 60. They'll actually start doing all the old runs, going for the old tier gear, and they refuse to allow their guild members to actually use teleporters or instant travel or anything like that, just to try and sort of recapture that old school vanilla WoW flavour. So it's a pretty cool idea. I wouldn't mind doing that every now and then, to be honest. Anyway, escort. Here we go, another escort quest.
Thank you
escort the captured civilian. And of course, as always, what's he doing? He's going to walk, isn't he?
Oh no, he does pick it up a little bit.
Oh, amazing. Now, by the way, I've seen that we've also missed a mob. I'm going to mark it on the map just to the north of us in a cave. I think there's a named goblin that we need to actually kill.
Get to him.
Yep. That was nice. Look at that, the player there saying thank you.
You can message him back and say it's alright.
Oh, I did. I said no problem. Of course, the lost art of politeness, I think, is what it is. Having said that...
You know what? You say that.
Yeah.
This game, I haven't come across too many people that are dicks.
Yeah, I was just about to say the very same thing. You'll remember way back, folks, in our very early episodes, right when we started in Silverwood, we used to make mention of this quite a lot, and we'd say, gosh, we haven't seen anybody who's not very nice in the game. And, you know, here we are months and months later, levels and levels later, and 2 zones later, and we're still able to say the same thing. I actually haven't come across an idiot yet in this game. I mean, granted, I'm unable to play it as much as probably most people, but you play it a lot more than me, and you're still saying that, relatively speaking, the community is still good?
Yeah, I mean, I generally don't have any problems with anyone.
Well, there you go. And of course, that's a question that does come up a lot, and especially from our viewers. I know a lot of you who don't play Rift. The first question you'll ask, of course, is number one, is the game populated? And I think you'll be able to see from watching our series that absolutely, heck yes, it's populated. And secondly, the other question, of course, is the community any good? And I think you'll get a resounding yes it is from either myself or Tallahassee on that front. Right, let's run up. Speaking of Tallahassee, we'll run up to him.
Bad apples.
Yeah, I mean, I think
that's the same in everything.
Yeah, exactly. Any game you play, you're going to get the odd black mark. And of course, it's absolutely nothing compared to, you know, games like, well, to be honest, games like League of Legends, any sort of MOBA game, the community tends to be a lot harsher. Your first-person shooter games, Xbox. Oh, Tallahassee, when was the last time you ever actually went on Xbox Live with a headset? Have you done that recently?
I was actually at a friend's place a few months ago, and yeah, they wanted to play Halo, and I'm not actually a fan of Halo at all.
Right, one of the few.
And
Are you here to help?
yeah, we got
We will
called a
find
racial
victory.
slur by what
Hello.
appeared to be a 12-year-old.
Yep, and sadly, that's about it. I've been screamed at down my headset by a very young player once, to the point where I actually had to just get up and walk away. It was so disturbing. Unbelievable what they get away with. Anyway, what do we got here? Got some nice rings. What do we got? We want intelligence and wisdom, don't we, I think? Yeah, we do.
Yep, you need it.
Alright, there we go. Pick that up and finish that one. Get ourselves some nice healing potions. Speak with Furtho Dragomir in Gloamwood Pines. So obviously
Journey well.
this quest finishing off is going to send us back down. Where are we? There it is, all the way back down to Gloamwood Pines. Now I've set a marker. Can we go back and grab that named mob up the top there? And then it looks like we're kind of finished, perhaps, for the moment up there. Maybe a good time to
Talking
head
about
back to Sanctum.
Ah, I see.
bug,
Peace be to
the
you.
bug guy. Actually, we will do something because there's a moat down here.
Oh, really? Oh, Life Dragon moat. What is that? It's actually showing up on the map separately. Why is that? Oh, that's for the world event, isn't it?
Because it is. So you get down here and hit it with a few things.
There we go. So it looks like a glowing dragon egg. Looks very cool.
So you'll get something out of it.
What did we
Ooh, I
get?
got a moated sparrow. So you'll get dragon tears, which is the new currency.
Can you believe it? It just despawned and I got nothing. Believe it or not. But I see you got some stuff.
Yeah, I did.
Well, I wonder why I didn't get any.
Possibly because you didn't do enough damage.
Yeah, maybe. I thought I threw a few bolts at it, but maybe not quite enough. Whoops. Oh, well, there you go, folks. Make sure you do a lot of damage if you come across one of those moats for the world event. And of course, what we're talking about here, down here, the world event now has one quest, a matter of moats, and we have to defeat a dragon moat and return the dragon moat core to a person in Sanctum. And of course, we're going to be heading back to Sanctum at some point shortly. That's a bit of a bummer that we didn't that we didn't manage to loot that. Although I can see there's another moat over there. I've marked it on the mini-map. Is that within our reach, or is that a bit far away probably at this point, isn't it?
Well, it's a bit far over. We could probably get to it.
Now, is this... Oh, that's why we didn't see the bug-nuck person before, because it's actually in the spider cave, not up on the road. Alright. I thought to myself that was odd that we wandered past it, but we clearly didn't. We would have wandered over the top of it.
Zachary.
Yeah, they don't call me smart for nothing. Well, they don't call me smart at all. And there we go, look at that. Tallahassee has leveled up. Thunder and Lightning. Congratulations, my friend. Level 27 for you.
Yeah.
And no doubt that means new soul points for you, I'd imagine.
It does, it does. Oh, I put in 2. Yeah, I can save. Do it again.
And of course you would have already been through this build, I guess, on your other warrior. So you'd probably know exactly what you're after.
Yep.
And there we go, Tallahassee pulling the named goblin that we need for this quest. And dispatched rather easily, if you might say so. All done.
Yep. It's really easy to kill them. when we're this far ahead in terms of level.
Yeah.
So mount up.
Mountain up. And
if you want, we can try to get that moat if you want.
Oh, yeah, well look, if it's handy, we might as well. We're going to be heading back to Sanctum, so hey, why the heck not, eh?
Okay. Go this side of the bridge, that way you don't take fall damage.
Aha! Trap for young players, look at that. Very small. Wow, that was a quick way of getting down. I wouldn't have thought of that. Brilliant. Did the moat disappear?
Yep, someone must have killed it.
Oh, bother. Oh well, never mind.
That's right, we can get back up. We've got 4x4s.
They are like 4x4s, aren't they? Although, you know what, I know I keep saying this, but I really do want to get a normal horsey mount for some reason. I love my turtle, but I'd still like to get a decent mount. Although, I think what you were saying in between episodes earlier is that this whole moat thing, this world event that all of you should be doing that are playing Rift, by the way, does that sort of culminate in a mount, if I'm right? Is that right? Did I understand you right?
That is right, and it's another turtle mount.
Oh, it's a turtle! Aw, you'd think it would be a dragon, given that it's Dragon Quests.
Yeah, there is actually another mount, but we won't be able to.
Why?
Ah, good to see you.
Because it's an epic quest line,
Oh.
and we are
Find
too
your
level.
Well, that would be a good enough reason. And folks, by the way, don't forget that we're of course playing post update 1.4, and you won't be able to see it likely on the YouTube video, but in my bag here, very faintly flashing items. And of course, if you didn't watch the last episode, you won't know that these are a new feature in terms of the bags indicating which of the items are new, and it's just a nice little thing. My only feedback to Trion would be to say, hey, can you actually make them flash a little bit more, because it's a bit hard to see. But aside from that, it's a brilliant idea. And the other brilliant idea that you may not have noticed if you didn't catch last time's episode is if we hit our log here, quest log, you'll notice this down the bottom, and this is the best thing ever. This is a bag slot. I haven't counted them up, but there's probably about 20 slots there or so, and they are for holding quest items. So no longer do you have to actually hold quest items in your bag. Best idea ever. Thank you very much, Trion, for implementing that. Alright, having a look at the old map. Where are we headed now, my friend? Back down to Gloamwood Pines, I suppose.
That's it.
Big ride, big journey, and we're going to hand in a few quests there. No doubt more will pop up for us to take. But then, of course, Tallahassee has promised to take us back to Sanctum to show us all of these new daily quests that have popped up, because the old world event has now completed, of course. So there'll be a bunch of new content. In Tallahassee, this is something else that we talk about often in terms of the sheer amount of content that Trion is pumping out, you know, seemingly week after week with this game. If there's not a patch, well, in fact, that's ridiculous, because there is a patch every single time I log in anyway, and I know that's a little less than you. Every time I log in, there is an update, and generally with that comes either a new feature, a bug fix, new content, or a new world event. It's just amazing. I can't see how they're going to be able to keep up this pace, to be honest.
I don't know. I mean, because I don't know the lore of the game. Like, I know it's based on, I guess, another series called Rift or something along those lines. There'd have to be someone looking after lore.
Yeah.
I just don't know how they're going to keep going. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, that would be, you know, I think a lot of people say, oh gosh, it would be a dream job to work for an MMO company or a game company or something like that. But can you imagine the stress and pressure you'd be under, especially when it's creative pressure, to say, you know, okay, well, you need to develop a whole new quest storyline for an entire zone. It's got a theme of this, and it looks like that, and we need, you know, about 80 quests and the background story behind it all, and you've got, you know, 2 months to do it. You'd be like, oh my god. I think that would be absolutely nuts. Whoa! This looks amazing. Look at that, folks. Just a simple touch. The texture on this bridge. That is amazing, isn't it? It's like lichen and moss would form. Yeah, on a bridge, a wet, damp bridge. This is just incredible and amazing. Oh, I love this game.
Looking at the tree as well.
Yeah, because of course we are basically riding up the outside of a tree. God, it's just brilliant, isn't it? It's just amazing. Seriously, folks, if you're not playing Rift, and of course neither Tallahassee nor I work for Trion or have any association with Trion, so we're not doing blatant advertising, so to speak. But if you're not playing Rift, get yourselves onto the free trial. If you're an MMO player, you like your MMOs, there's a link in the doobly-doo below every video, including this one, for the free trial. Go grab it, cost you nothing but a little bit of your time. Give it a go for 7 days, see if you like it, and I'm sure you will. Alright, here we go, handing in. Use the Gloam Bell at Furtho Dragomir's balcony. Oh, okay.
Yep, so come out here.
Yep.
Ring the bell.
Ring my bell! Oh no, I'm not going to start singing. Here we go, use the Gloam Bell,
don't.
done. Oh, we have fireworks. Is that for us?
Yep. So go back in and talk to him.
Oh, I'm enjoying the fireworks. Look at that. All 3 of them are cheering us on. Right, okay, well, they've disappeared now. Obviously, they've got a heavy schedule that to disappear. Alright, finish that off.
Yeah.
And we've got a new quest here. Furtho Dragomir has asked you to speak with Sheriff Thalia Cosmin in Gloamwood Pines. And we get ourselves a new chest there. Unfortunately, not quite as good as the one we've got, but still, it's gear all the same, and of course that means we can basically... Yep, rune break. Rune break it or sell it. It's all good. Alright, I'm coming. So folks, looks like we've got a bunch of quests to hand in there. Yeah, we definitely have at the centre of Gloamwood Pines, and then I'd say it's time for Tallahassee to take us to Sanctum and show us what's up. Show us what's new with all the new content that's arrived with the new patch. And just look at these stunning views, will you? I mean, it's just... Whoa, hey, Tallahassee, where are you? I don't know if you look basically directly, what is it, southeast, can you see some steps going off into the distance up on the high ridge?
Yep.
Is that somewhere we've been before? Oh, we've been there, haven't we?
It is. That's
right.
Silkweb Pass.
Ah, right, okay. Gosh, it just looks so different from up here. It's amazing. Whew. Can't wait to see what the rest of the zones look like as well. And of course, everyone I've spoken to, including you, have made the promise of a snowy zone. And of course, we've got the mountains that are surrounding this particular zone. So we're definitely going to get to go into snow, right?
Yes, we are definitely going to snow.
Oh, okay. That makes Sambo happy. Makes me happy. I do love me some snow zones. Okay, here we go. Thalia Cosmin, give us that chest that we'll rune break. In fact, we're going to rune break that right away. Marching onwards, speak with Marshal Oakenheart in Gloamwood Pines. More quests. Speak with Waykeeper Velen in... Oh, Silkwood Pass? What the heck? Are they sending us back down there again?
Yep.
Oh. I think it was only in the last couple of episodes I was saying how it seemed like they quickly sort of booted us out of there. I guess that's not quite right. For something? Because he's going to send us back down. We are selling off our greys, of course. Another great innovation stolen from other games, but that's okay. The good old sell grey items button. We love that one. Saves us going through our bags. Alright, where's this other quest hand in here? Ah, yep. Here we go.
Buy and sell. Let us trade again someday.
Alright, let's have a look at the old map. And, oh, yep, down there, Tallahassee there. We've got another hand in. Off we go. Such a cool little village, this, too, nestled in the mountains. Another great design. And handily, we're ending up right near the Porticulum, which I guess is where we need to be in order to get back to Sanctum.
Ah, good to see you.
That's correct.
Look at that, he had it planned out all along. Speak with Drusk Nightclaw in Gloamwood Pines. Gosh, we've got all these people that we need to speak to. Let's have a look. on the old map. Oh, well, we'll come back and do that another time. Alright.
I'll see you in Sanctum.
See you in Sanctum.
Well
Off we
met.
go into the particulum. And of course, as you guys watching know, as long as you've been to a particulum in a zone, then you can teleport immediately to it at any time by getting to another particulum master like that, which we've just done. And of course, we don't have to actually fly. Now, it's something I was thinking about the other day too, Tallahassee. I know we've got these particulums to get us around the world, but are there, and I haven't seen any, are there actually any public transport mechanisms in the game? And by that I mean, you know, your standard ones like birds or boats or whatever, trains, anything, or is it just the particulums?
It's just the particulums.
Alright, makes sense. That's okay. Alright, here we are.
Now, another change that's happened,
Yep.
just while I remember, another change that's happened is instead of having to do the old quests, you know how we had to go ahead and do rifts to get our souls?
Yes.
You can now just go straight to your class trainer and buy them from them.
Whoa, what's there? Hang on, because we used to have to go to a rift and summon a particular type of mob and do stuff with it in order to get that quest, because they were actually all quests. So you're saying those quests have disappeared and you just buy it straight from your trainer now?
That's right.
Wow, okay, that's definitely changed things up. Oh! Okay, so we've got all these mobs here. Sorry, it took a while for them to zone in on my computer for some reason. All these mobs here that have these purple repeatables on them. That's a new colour. We haven't seen that before. What does that mean?
Are you here to help?
Which one are you talking about?
Well, I'm standing in front of one here.
Oh yeah.
Garessa. Yeah, so what's that?
Yep, so this is part of the new event that's going on at the moment.
Oh,
And you'll notice there are some weird looking tall guys floating about. Once in a while you'll see them spawn in.
okay.
And you'll see just citizens going nuts.
I did see some
And
citizens
yelling
go
out
nuts.
to stop it and etc, etc.
Journey well.
Alright, so that's obviously part of all of the new events, and these are the daily quests, the new daily quests for this event, because I can see, like you mentioned earlier, they all seem to reward this dragon's tier thing. So that's the new currency for this particular world event, is it?
Yep, and if you come to where I am,
Yep.
there's the new vendor here.
Oh, right.
Take a look.
Just like in the last
I
event,
have
we
what
had
you
a
need.
quartermaster down in the courtyard, so obviously this is the one for the new event. Oh, and they're all dragon based. So what do we got here? A gem. What's a gem? Gem of boundless energy? What on earth is that for? Doesn't say.
I don't know. It's shrouded with living energy. It basically gives you a weird silhouette.
Oh,
But the one that you're probably interested in is the Verdant Maelstrom.
let's have a look.
So
Verdant
if
Maelstrom.
you hover over that,
Infuse with a
it
dragon.
says,
What is it?
infused with dragon quintessence to level up. Okay, so swelling life and water energy will transform into a mossy targon when it reaches level 50.
Okay, hang on a minute. So this is something that we get and we keep, and if we infuse it with something to level it up, once it reaches level 50, it'll turn into something.
Yeah, it'll turn into a mount.
Oh my god. But secondly, what does it mean by use infused with a dragon quintessence? Oh, so we have to
So you see there's a dragon quintessence?
next door to it, right?
Yeah, so there's two ways that you can get them. You can either destroy the moats, okay,
Right.
and that'll give you a dragon quintessence,
Ah,
or you can go ahead and use your dragon tier to actually go ahead and buy and then level them up.
right, gotcha. And presumably one of those will do one level.
That's right.
Okay.
Now, our good friend Mr. Dark Crow,
Yes.
who viewers will know, and Crow, hello.
Hello.
He's already got his out to level 15 or 16, so...
Wow. Okay. Now, hang on, I'm trying to find where the currency is because I can't see it in the currency tab. If I get dragon tears, will they appear in my bag, will they?
They appear in your bag.
So what happened to all the currency from the last world event? They've just been wiped out. Oh no, I've got them. Rune King's Seal. I've got 491 of them. I presume I can't spend them on anything now, though.
No, you can, because there's still the world event vendor. I'll show you where he is.
Oh, good,
He's
good,
up
good.
and around the corner, so you can still go ahead and use that.
Oh, that's a great idea, because it means if you miss out on the end of the event, you're not going to miss out on spending your currency then.
No, which is good.
Okay, now
you should have
it says
3 of those traps. Or
Yes.
green madness.
yes.
I am always
Okay, now do you see the big dude
Yep.
over here?
Oh, hang on. Where are you?
So what you do is you just...
Oh, yep.
Yeah, that's what happens. So it's just a trap that you place.
So I can just drop it down now?
You've got to see it when one of them is about. So
Ah.
you've got to find one.
Oh, like here?
So
Here's
there's
one.
there.
Here's one.
Yep.
It
So
won't
drop
work.
it and you'll see...
Oh, I
Okay,
see.
when you click on it,
Ah, there's an AoE effect.
there we go.
Right, gotcha.
So that's complete.
Woohoo!
that one in.
Alright. There you go, folks.
Now
You just
the
learned
next
how
one
to
will
do
need
that.
to head out into the world.
Alright.
Are you ready?
25 dragon
Strike when
tears.
the iron is hot.
Done. Look at that. We'll have a look in our bags. Ah, there they go. There's the dragon tears. Whoa, I'm looking on the map and there's remnants all over the place. Little dots.
Yep.
Hang on.
So we need to go over there.
Alright, should I buy one of
Your
these
search is over.
verdant maelstroms now, or does it not matter? You can just leave it till later.
Look, if you want to buy one, you can definitely buy it.
But presumably you can bank up all the dragon quintessences and just buy it once you got 50 of them, I suppose.
I mean, do you have any of the dragon tears?
I've got 25.
Well, you could buy one now and then just wait.
Alright, there we go. Do you want to buy it for 1 dragon tier? Yes, we do. And there it is. Let's close
others
the
about my shop.
the vendor there and use that, and missing required ingredients. Alright, so that's interesting. So it's like a little egg in a way, and that's basically going to level up and grow into a mount. Very cool. I
Yes,
like
it
that.
is. Now, if you can mount up for me, please.
Alright. Now, were there any quests down the bottom anymore? Down in the courtyard, by the way?
No.
Okay.
I mean, the one that we just did with the crazy citizens,
Yep.
they're actually all around Sanctum,
Okay.
but that's all. They're only just around Sanctum. They're not actually anywhere else.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Okay. So now the cool thing with this is, you see how there's already a bunch of dead ones over here?
Coming. Oh, yep.
So there's already L4 Seekers. You can just target the ones that are already dead, you don't have to have killed them. And then just
Look at that.
use the
Use the sanctifier.
Yep.
Oh, so we can each do 3. Wow.
Yep. And then there's a couple more over here.
That is great. That's so good because once again it's... Whoa, look at the sky, folks. Sorry to interrupt, but look at the sky. It's on fire. That is amazing. It's like an incredible sunset or something. Wow. Anyway, slightly distracted there. This is another great idea on behalf of Trion because, of course, whenever you've got daily quests, there's a lot of competition for getting the particular materials or objects that you need. And Tallahassee, you'll remember back when we were having to do those eggs around, or the golden eggs, I think it was, around... yeah, they were getting fought over all the time. It was a right royal pain. I'd say that Trion has probably learnt from that and has decided not to do that ever again, I hope, because that was painful. Wow, I'm actually going to have finished them. 8 of 9. And 9 of 9, hopefully. There we go, done. Wow. Okay, that's very simple.
That's the new daily. The only one that we can't show is a matter of moats. Mainly because in this area would be too high level anyway.
Right.
But they also don't spawn as often as what I guess you'd like. That in a way is good because it means that you're actually... It's something that's important when they do come along for you to actually go ahead and do.
Yeah, so you actually make an effort to go there and get one.
Yep.
Still totally blown away by the sky, by the way. It's just amazing. Alright. Waiting for the NPCs to zone in. For some reason, post-patch, it takes me...
Good to see you.
Well, I don't know, 5 seconds for all the NPCs to spawn in when I go to an area. It's a bit weird, but anyway. Maybe that's something on my end.
Recovery or something on it?
I'm not sure. Well, look at that. Look at that sky, folks. It is just absolutely incredible, isn't it? With all the little blobs floating around there, little bundles of wisps and energy. The sky is on fire. Twilight sky there with some stars poking through and the bright red orange clouds. That is just incredible. What an amazing looking game. And on that note, we have, of course, as always, run out of time way before we want it to. Always the case. Excuse me. Let's have a look at our map here, have a look at our log, see what we've got to do coming up in the next episode perhaps. And by the way, thanks very much Tallahassee for showing us those new dailies. Certainly if you guys at home are playing, then I highly recommend you do them because you want to get those dragon tiers and either get yourself a new mount, or you might have noticed in the vendor there was also a little pet there as well, plus some useful gear. Always worth doing the world event stuff. So it looks like in the next episode we'll be heading back to Gloamwood Pines and indeed over to the Tier 4 run over there to the west. Looks like we're going to start opening up the west of Gloamwood. Goodness only knows what that's going to look like, and I'm certainly looking forward to it. Oh, and of course we have to go back down, forgot about that, go back down to Silk Web Pass as well. That was a bit of a surprise. Anyhow, that's us, I think. Now, Tallahassee, you were saying just once more too about your build. There's no point you linking it up because you're saying it's exactly the same as the recommended warrior build from Ciderhelm. That's right?
Yep. Now, I've got to just point something out as well. If you have a look at young Mr. Darkcrow, who's seated right next to us.
Oh, there we go. Look at that. What's he doing? Hello, Darkcrow. Whoa!
Have a look at his mount.
What is he doing? What is he on?
That is his new mount.
That is an awesome mount. It's like an alligator type thing. Okay, how on earth did he get that? That is amazing.
That is an epic quest line.
Whoa. That is awesome. Darkcrow, if you're watching, congratulations, mate. That's you should be very proud of that. That's fantastic, especially if it's an epic quest line. Oh man, I want one of those now, Daddy. Now. I want my pony. Well, my alligator, as it were. I still want a normal mount though too, actually. That's one more thing before we head off. Do you know, Tallahassee, I can't remember how much an ordinary mount actually is. I forget.
I'm not too certain. We can go ahead and we can have a look around at the barn and find out.
Is it just, it's nearby here, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just around the back.
Alright, let's quickly go have a look before we close off the episode. We've run over time, but I'm sure another couple of minutes won't hurt. Lead us to the stables.
Because Darkcrow's a smart ass, he just sent me a message saying, "You're in Sanctum, just so you know."
Again.
Thank you, Dark.
I think that's going to be a running meme with him, isn't it? I think that's going to go on forever.
It is. And just so everyone knows, his mount is a crocanard.
A crocanard. Alright. Oh, and here's the world event merchant that you were talking about earlier, right?
Years to make.
So I'd like to buy something. Let's have a look. And yep, look at that Rune King's seal. So we can actually come here and have a bit of a shop with, how many have I got? 491 of them. We'll do that at another time. Good to know. Thank you very much.
It's alright. He's got actually all the stock, even from previous events as well. So it's worthwhile having a look.
Oh, wow. Again, brilliant idea on behalf of Trion. Well done. Oh, we're at the stables.
There's a mount vendor here.
Oh.
I can't remember though if they sell horses,
Looking
which
for
is what you were after, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they sell...
I think that's back in Argent Glade.
Oh, yeah, these guys only sell Yarnosaurs by the looks of things. Yeah, weird ones. Yeah, actually, I do remember those horses. They were right back at the beginning of Argent Glade, weren't they? Hang on, not Argent Glade. Or down south somewhere, or down the bottom of Silverwood somewhere. Like Rudy's wagon.
It was in Argent Glade.
Was it?
Yeah, just before you go through Argent Glade, or into Argent Glade, where the rare and normal planar goods vendor is.
Yeah.
There's another little stable there, and that's where they sell horses.
Alright, I think we're going to have to take a journey over there. I mean, I'm going to assume it's the same price as these non-epic mounts, i.e. 60%, and that's 2 platinum, 50 gold. I mean, I've got 9 platinum, 90 gold. Might as well spend it on something and get myself a horsey at some point. But anyway, that's for another episode. There you go, folks. That's it for us. We're done under this blood red sky. You can see, of course, that we've now covered off quite a bit of the top of Gloamwood if we zoom out on the map here, and as I said, we're going to start heading over to the west of it, I'd imagine. Tallahassee, thank you very much for showing us around the dailies, the new dailies, and of course if you're playing at home, highly recommend that you do step up and get onto those, because you too could get yourself a new mount and a new pet, and it's always fun and lots of XP being a part of the world event. So do it, and more importantly, of course, if you're not playing Rift, get on the free trial and give it a go. Come on to the Lathis server and add Tallahassee and myself to your friends list and say g'day if you're on. And even one step more than that, of course, is to apply for membership with the Seraphim Guild. And as always, the link to our website there. Oh, hello person, right in my camera. The link to the guild website, as always, is in the doobly-doo below. But that's it from us. We're well over time. Time to go. On behalf of Tallahassee's Nipples and myself, Sambo, it's us saying take care. We certainly hope you're having a great day. We'll see you next time, and bye-bye.